It's kinda crazy to me that they're making a whole new Naruto Storm game. Like damn, what's even left to make? Tenten's Adventures from the Infinite Tsukiyomi, Kiba's Hokage side quest, which now that I think about it, that's actually kinda lit. Okay, nah, for real though, a big part of my childhood was me just playing these games for hours, all the way from Storm 1, Storm 2, and Storm 3. And that's all on the single player mode, because when your first match online as a kid looks like this, I don't know man, can you really blame me for not wanting to play more? A big part of Naruto is all about teaching you to stop being a hater. But this almost changed me. Instead of Obito, it could have been me. I would have started the 4th Great Ninja War. But that doesn't really matter because ultimately they were fun, good games. And it's not every day for games to release sequels that are bangers after bangers. Even the games that I didn't mention, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations, Revolution, and Storm 4 cooked from a casual player's perspective. Maybe not Generations though, because there was no actual story mode. But I also know that the competitive scene looks at this game very fondly. And yeah, Revolutions also didn't have a story mode, but in exchange we got the Ninja World Tournament or something like that. We got Mecha Naruto for some reason. Honestly, I wasn't really a big fan of this guy, but you know, he kind of grew on me. I'm guessing the reason why there's no story mode is because they needed a game to release, but they couldn't adapt the manga for the anime did, which is fine, I guess. Anyway, I'm feeling a bit nostalgic, and I thought it'd be a good idea to revisit what made these games so special. And for that, we gotta go all the way back to 2008 with this one. We gotta look at another Naruto game that came out in the same year, Naruto Broken Bond. Now, I'm not saying this game looks ass, but who is that? Sasuke's cousin Sasuke, and that's definitely not Naruto. This is 2007-2008 Ubisoft, which means the game was probably fun, but goddamn it's lacking in terms of the visual department, man. And what makes this worse is what Storm 1 came packing with. Jeez, to this day it looks so beautiful. On its own, Broken Bond's graphics isn't actually that bad, but when you put it in perspective, there is no competition. And every Storm game that released after came out looking better than the previous one. The best part was that if there was a story, we got in-game cinematics, not animated ones. Actual cinematics using the in-game character models. And because these were animated beautifully and transitioned seamlessly, we got this peak ultimate jutsu. But graphics alone don't really mean anything. It's the fact that Cyber Connect 2 did their best to tell the story of Boruto's dad as faithful as possible in the game. Storm 1 adapted the entirety of Part 1 Naruto, whereas Storm 2 only got up to the Pain's Assault from Shippuden. But then the third game, Storm 3, picked it up from there and left it in between the war arc and Itachi and Sasuke versus Kabuto. And then Storm 4 finished the job, finally. See, I'm biased towards Storm 2 because that's my favorite part in Naruto. But Storm 3 also has a special place in my heart because the best part about that game is that there was the hero part and then there's a legend part. You could pick different options in a mission and it would play out slightly differently. For example, at the beginning, you could either play as the 3rd Hokage with the Leaf Village versus the Nine Tails, or you could play as the 4th Hokage with himself, versus the Masked Man. What a clever way of telling two different stories that happen at the same time, all while giving the game more replayability. Actually genius. So yeah, they've pretty much tied up every plot thing in Storm 4. Like the only thing that's actually left to adapt would be the tale of Naruto's son Kawaki Uzumaki and his adopted broski Boruto. So instead we're getting a 5th Great Ninja War? But where's my...
I don't know anything going on outside. I'm the guide for this game.
Wait a second, this is just Hunter x Hunter. We're doing Greed Island in Naruto. Which, to be fair, Greed Island is actually top 3 isekai next to Digimon, so I'll welcome that. I'll take that over Ninja World Tournament any day. But what about the game itself? I have to assume that everyone watching knows Naruto, right? Which means naturally, we're going to be throwing hands in the game. This ain't going to be no Monster Hunter Shino riding a beetle. Because we're throwing hands, we got to do combos. And by combos, I mean... this. Really, this is just child's play compared to 2D fighting games, but that's exactly why it's so good. Do you really think my 10-year-old ass would even attempt to do these? See, I sold Super Street Fighter 4 because I couldn't do the bare bones basic 3-hit combo. But with this, even a flailing baby is a deadly competition. Okay, so how do you escape the hands? You know, how do you get away? Well, you can substitute. Before Storm Generations, you kind of just mash the block button while you're getting hit and pray that you sub. But after Generations, it just works. You press the button before you get hit and you get away with taking no damage. Press the button after you get hit, you take the damage, but you still get away. You know, you gotta hand it to Cyber Connect 2. Instead of balancing the game so this doesn't happen, they just kinda embraced it. It's a feature now. And the biggest part of these games would be supports. Before Storm 4, they were just there, you know, to occasionally pull up. But now they join in and beating your ass. And then we got Jutsus and Ultimate Jutsu. They just look really cool, you know. We love it because they look amazing. See, the gameplay in these games are a lot like COD. It hasn't changed massively overall, but every sequel has added a new mechanic to spice up the formula. Again, Storm 1 to Storm 2 2 was just a better game, and we got new characters. Generations brought in the substitution bar, Storm 3 had instant awakenings, Revolution had the Ninja World Tournament mode, and Storm 4 made it so you can use 3 characters instead of just 1. Which means Storm Connections is obviously gonna change something, and that would be the meat and bones of the game. They changed the battle systems, it seems. Neat. And that's why Storm games have been amazing. And if it wasn't obvious, I am actually pretty excited to play Naruto Cross Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections, literally just for the original story. Seems like Naruto went evil in this one, so naturally we're getting a Naruto Black Arc. I do have high hopes for this, so I better not disappoint. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what made you guys fall in love with the Storm series to begin with. Hit that subscribe button if you liked the video, and I'll catch you guys in another one. Bye.